you know, it's almost Christmas time, and I thought maybe we'd do like a last minute gift thing. Although I don't really know if you have time to do it. But hey, let's do it anyways. I got a little bit of time before I get out of here. I'm gonna go visit my family. In fact, this may be my last video till the end of the year. But we got a lot of really great stuff on deck for next year. I think, well, I think 2020 is looking up to be a pretty dope year. I kind of have a feeling about it, man. I have a really good vibe. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, let's talk about the markers we got going out today. We have today a marker master pack. Now that's a kit that I put together kind of as like a, how do I say, like, you know, based off of the 4 for 20 video, then we did the 5 for 20 video, and I was like, why don't we do 6 for 30, but make it like a little kit? And then we came up with this, and then here we are today making a video, and hey, the world is coming together. I'm feeling pretty good. Biscuit's asleep, so I got a couple minutes of silence, so let's get this cracking. So let's start with the markers in this video. So first of all, let me say it's 6 markers. You get 6 markers in this pack. You also get a sticker pack and an extra nib, because you always need extra nibs. I always say you need extra nibs. Get extra nibs. You never know when you need them, especially for your uni. there's been so many times in the middle of the night when I pulled the uni apart and the nib just goes flying into outer space and goes into the 4th dimension, and we will never see that nib again. But then you got one in your pocket, boom, you're back in the game, and that's why extra nibs are always important. So this kit comes with an extra nib, but not for your uni. It comes with one for your drip mop, because these, you do need nibs sometimes. So let's go ahead and talk about the markers in this kit, because I'm kind of rambling on, but you know, that's why you watch these videos, to see what GR says next. Welcome to the digital gulag. So anyways, let's talk a little bit more about these markers. So we have the Molotov, I think it's the DS3, if I remember right. It's the roller ball marker. It's a roller ball marker, which is really cool. It comes with their alcohol-based ink formula with I think they call it a 3mm ball, but it's probably more about 7mm total, but the actual writing surface is about 3mm. So however you measure it, I guess that's how it goes. It also has a hit it from the backable refill portion back here. See right here, hit it from the backable, which I really appreciate about this marker. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite markers. Mops. We'll talk about that later. Up next, the Unibroad marker. We've featured it many times before. We'll feature many times again. That's just the way it goes. So it's a pump action style marker. You know, it's a shaker style. Very, very popular. Everyone loves these. Comes in the kit. Of course, ArtPrimo solid marker. This is solidified paint. You advance it like this. Writes on most surfaces, not on every surface, but most. If a Sakura will write on it, if a Mean Streak will write on it, this will write on it. So there you go. Okay, up next is the ArtPrimo Drip Mop, filled with the Spring Fever ink formula. Very, very popular, although I'm not too fond of the name anymore. It was kind of like a temporary name, but we're kind of stuck with it. That said, this mop is great. If you're gonna get one mop, get a drip mop. For the price, pretty hard to beat. Okay, up next is Magic Ink. Alcohol. No, this is oil-based, homie. This is an oil-based, old-school, shorty-style, glass-bodied marker. Very, very cool stuff. A little on the stinky side, odoriferous, if you will. It will definitely announce your presence, but it writes on so many surfaces because it's oil-based. So even if the surface is kind of wet, it actually lays down a line pretty well. Now that said, I probably wouldn't want to write on wet surfaces because you know you do get a little bit of water pollution in the nib. But that said, I've never seen a felt tip marker write on a wet dumpster before, and this one does it. So very, very cool. Now, these markers are designed for like poster drawing, right? These markers work really good in your sketchbooks. I highly recommend them. So if you want to rock them in your sketchbooks, definitely check them out. Very, very cool stuff. Classic, can't beat them. I think we made these popular in the US again. I might have had something to do with that. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what else we got left. One more marker. It is marker. Why can't I say marker? Marker. Okay, up next is the Hobo Marker paint stick. It's a paint stick. This is solidified paint, oil bar, if you will. Now it does have a scab around the outside, so you do got to peel the scab off to write with it. Now I know you're probably watching this video asking, why are you repeating this, GR? Well, we make these videos assuming someone new is watching the video. So if you're someone new watching the video, thank you very much. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, like button, and all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. So anyways, new people, solidified paint. This one is more of like I'd say more like an alcohol paint. This is an oil bar much like the Magic Ink marker, it's oil-based. It will write on anything, and I mean anything. Wet dumpster, greasy dumpster, the wheels of a train car, underwater. You would not believe where this writes. Amazing stuff. It is not smooth, but it writes on anything. So anyways, that's the markers featured in the kit. And what I'm going to do today is feature a couple of them in this video. I don't have a lot of time, so I can't do all of them, but we'll feature a few, especially this rollerball because, well, we haven't featured it before, and it's high time we did. So let's get cracking. They all serve kind of different purposes, you know what I mean? Because you got like oil bars and paint sticks right here. So you got like rough surfaces that you need to use them on. This is what you need. I mean, not just for street art and graffiti. If you're in the industrial world, these are indispensable tools. You can't go wrong with them. Auto parts, junkyards, industrial applications, you know, marking like pieces of metal in a building or something like that. This is a very important tool. Or your extracurricular activities, of course. Mop. Very indispensable tool, very inexpensive, easy to use, will write on most surfaces, is paint and not a stainer, although you can put a stainer in it. This will lay down a very nice solid line that is resistant to the UV rays. Now the Magic Ink is more like a gravity feed marker, old school, dye-based, oil-based dye-based, but still dye-based, so it's not going to be as resistant to UV rays, although the black holds up really well. So if you're going to use it for street tagging, then you want to use this marker. This one, you're not going to use the yellow one on the streets. First of all, it's going to be kind of transparent, and it's going to fade pretty quickly. Although these are really good for filling in your black book. But if you have one of these in like black, very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Of course, the Unibroad paint-based pump action marker, definitely for the streets or your canvas or whatever you want to do. You need to mark something, it'll leave a line, that's for sure. Now this leaves me last with the Molotov drip stick. I love this marker. I love this marker so much as a mop, but they don't make it as a mop. They only make it like this. And if there's one thing I would ask Molotov is, make this as a mop for me, pretty please. Thank you. So anyways, well, here's the deal. Okay, I love the ink formula that Molotov makes for this. I love the marker body. I think the ink formula is maybe just a little too thin for a metal ball. We used to have these things called a steel blitz marker, and the paint was very thick. So when you laid down a line, it kind of held up really good. This ink is great for a mop nib because it drips really nice. But I don't know if it's really best suited for these type of metal balls. Now that's my opinion, and opinions are like booty holes, and just like booty holes, this one's got to go. Thank you very much, guys. So enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. I might, my chair just go down. I might be out of here till the end of the year. So hopefully I'll see you guys before then. If not, we'll be back with more videos. I got all kinds of stuff on deck. I'm very excited. We got a bunch of new equipment. We're taking this to a whole new level. So thank you very much, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.